what I've come to realize over the years is um, painting changes everything. Painting makes the entire build that you have transform. And so that's one of the reasons why I love to do the interior part of my bases. I love to really kind of make them shine, jump, stand out, whatever you want to call it. Hello everyone, this is Fallen Dice, and welcome back to my playthrough of 7 Days to Die Project Z. I didn't get anything upgraded here. I do see a bag over there. But I did do some work outside. So it's a start. I at least have solid footing here. Oddly enough, it's a little bit better. I don't know, something weird. Maybe I got to put a point into parkour or something. But I did get it. It goes through here. I upgraded the block underneath all of these support pillars. So I feel a bit more comfortable in them being able to take some damage. I should have done this as well over here. I'll have to get that later. Alright, so what do I want to do today? First off, I would like to actually work on what we had talked about. Which is, actually, oh yeah, I grabbed these. Yeah, let's go up and do that real fast first. Alright, so let me pop these open. We'll see what we got. Okay, we got one of these, electrical parts improved, which is important because we need that for some of our recipes. A few more of these alloys, and then a lot of different parts here. I am curious to see where I am right now on being able to craft some more bundles. I don't think it's going to make a difference right now in the long run, so I'm kind of okay with holding off for now. But I would like to start doing a little bit of building today. Yeah, I got 24 so far. 53, and I can do a big bundle of the ammo, which I'm excited about. But we do have a few of these that we can craft into our mastery books. That is exciting. And I think I just do this in my inventory. So 3 of the electrical trap masteries. And I'm curious to see what, if anything, because some of these needed quite a few to open up the recipes. Other ones had some fairly early on. Okay, gotta wait for that one. I guess we can put them down here. Okay, again, I can do Tools Master. Yeah, I'm excited. So let me get these all crafted up, and then we'll read them and see what we can do. I'm almost wondering, because I went back to this, when training at the table, you get 2 times more experience and possibility of creating magazine boosters. I still don't know what that means. I don't care about the batons, but this, I'm not sure what the table is, but the possibility of 2 times more experience and possibility of creating magazine boosters. I don't know, but I'm going to take it just because who knows. Okay, so we'll start off with the Traps Mastery. Auto Turret 44. Auto Turret... Wait, what? Blade Trap improved. Okay. Perfection. How do I do these? Oh, I gotta start these. Oh, I completely avoided these. Increase experience. Search bonus up to 25. Interesting. So I have more things to put stuff into. Okay, so we're looking for traps. Out of 10, out of 8. Electric fence post improved. So I'm close to... That's what I want. Experimental. Interesting. Okay. Huh. Okay. Let's see what the next group gives us. So I've got 3 for Workstations Master. Puts us at 5, 7. Tier 1 Gatherer. Ooh, and I got extras from that. So you can get bonus from here. Oh, okay, Workstation. Right? There we go. So Tier 1 gives me improved Dew Collector. So I can now craft all of these things. Gatherer, Tarp, Water Filter, and the Dew Collector improved at 12. Workbench improved. Okay, so those things will start going up. Chemical Station improved. Huh. He added so much to this. Okay, 3 points. So I only got 1 point on that one. Deco Fortification. Storage Reinforced Chest. Pile of Resources. Building. So Deco Garage. So it's being able to craft things for, and I like to decorate my houses. So I've got the nail gun improved. Storage boxes. Huh. So these are some of the different things you would find in there. Okay. One Master Chemist. Did not come with anything. Okay, this is one I'm excited about. Ooh, I did get the bonus. Got the bonus. Got the bonus. Got the bonus. Oh my goodness, that was all straight bonuses. All right, so let's see. Rifles. Sniper rifle improved. Bipod mod. So we're getting improved of all these things. The Gauss is not there yet. Probably needs the 25. And then the unique Gauss. Interesting. Okay. This is fun. Okay, Toolmaster. Bonus. Not bonus. Improved auger, chainsaw, impact driver, quality 1. So that's... Okay, these were those ones. Not the reactor one. So these just take the improved. Which I had an improved auger, but as we work our way up, we can make better versions of these. Okay. Heavy melee weapons, that is my spirit. Let's do this one first. Electrician Master. No extra, and didn't open anything up. Alright, here we go. Got 2. Got 2. Got 2. Okay. So right now I could make a tier 3 steel improved. So this is what I want because I've the legendary I've got is just a level 1. So unique. So I'll be able to make unique when I get enough of those. And then improved. So improved diamond reinforced. Improved diamond. Hold on. Diamond. No. That's not what I wanted. Wait, there it is. Improved diamond. So I need 70. I think I have all these. What do you give me? Durability is increased by 70%. I think I have enough to do this. No, I'm just short on that. And diamonds. Well, good thing I've got diamonds now, and I'm getting those. Okay, so that's a possibility. All right. That's it for all of them. I just while we were doing that, I was crafting some blocks and some more of this. Now, I want to put something over on these. I want this to actually go into something, so when we do go back and get our farm plots, then we can actually farm plot some things. Okay. So again, so as we talked about, we already have the angle here, so this is going to be our triangle. Okay. I am going to run this up, but it's just going to be like honeycomb, what they call in Rust. So this will be our first layer of the farm. Although this, I want to leave clear as a walkway because I don't know that this would be center. So it's just to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Technically, I could make it 12 wide with this walkway in the middle. 6 on each side. So it'd be 6, walkway 6. I kind of like the thought of that. So we do that, and then there'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 6 rows of 12. And then the last one here, because that's going to be a straight line for our outside wall. Okay, so that's 1. So this would be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Walkway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then you would go here. So it's going to be like this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now the question is, do I want this sticking out, or do I want to have this be... I could make this the kind of like a living area that it goes into, which I do like. Okay, so that would go up to here. We have farm walkway, we could walk out there, or we have living area in here. And then this goes into here. So what I'm really trying to do here is I'm not a fan of boxes. And a lot of times what you start off with your build is a box, just because that's the easiest thing to kind of get down and leave. The trick is being able to add to it over time and to do something that makes it not necessarily look. And I already messed up here. Okay? Because this doesn't go out that way. The reason why I'm saying this is if I kept going out this way, it kind of takes away from the let's say the design of what we were talking about. That would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Skip 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. This one would be here. So technically, for the garden to continue being that 6 by 6, we'd go to here. So this is kind of like that wing. But see, we're creating more rooms for furnishing. So I'm giving myself the ability to create more rooms, bedrooms, whatever you want to call it. So I've got this space here, this space here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So let's do that over here. Mirror everything. Once I get this all solved and I figure out where my pillars are going to be, I'm going to drop those, and then we'll start running everything over to it. So what do they say in carpentry? Measure twice, cut once. That's what we're kind of trying to do here. 6 rows.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
Okay, we got ourselves a wandering. So maybe we'll get some bags. Which I forgot about that bag we had up here, which is probably gone by now. Oh, it's still up there. We should definitely go up there and grab that. Okay. Yes. I'm looking forward to now trying to find more things. So the libraries just became even that much more... Libraries or Crackabooks came even that much more fun to find. Okay, so that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Skip, which... Why did I think that you were lined up? Or were you lined up with this one? Oh, it's this one. There we go. Gotcha. So it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Skip, which does line up with there. Now, I'm wondering, though, do I want to instead just... I'm rethinking now, because if it doesn't stay centered, if I were to do a full block, it would stay centered, but it's not. So instead, if we did this being a walkway, so 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Whoops, 12. Or we can go back to my normal 16, which I like. 1, 15, 16. Gives me a walkway here. And then the angle outs, which I now need to flip. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Nope, one more. So change my room a bit, but now this gives me what I want. Okay, I got a little side room here, big rooms here. But now I have to do the same thing over here. Yeah, this is definitely going to be a build episode. And normally I try to do all this on my own, but I figured, you know, after all the crazy episodes we just did in the tier 5s trying to get our weapon, it was time to come back and slow down, do a more buildy one. Okay, I like this, and it contrasts the angles over there with the angles back here, and it gives me, again, not as much a square box. Like this here still kind of, you know, resembles a rectangle here. I could bring it in that way and build up top. I mean, kind of look like a fin, but I'd prefer to have these rooms. So we're not building up because I can only do so much buildy in this one before we really start to kind of lose things. So that's kind of what the plan is here. So that gives us 9 blocks between. Definitely enough. Okay, same with this one. Okay, that gets there to there. How much space do we have here? It's 16, which means each side would be supporting 8 blocks. Number counting. 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep. So I may have to, for symmetry's sake, make that a double. Or... no, if I need to connect, I was saying I could do like... actually, I still could. What if... so that would be you there. And again, instead of going up 5, I'm going to go up 4. 2, 3, 4. 5. And we do the same thing on the other side. So it looks like it's a single block. But at the point where it connects, it's still 2 full blocks. So it still gives me my symmetry, and it looks like it's a single block. Okay. I think this should be enough. So let's go back to our wood blocks now, which we have a lot of. Okay, first I'm going to, and we're probably going to do the little side supports on these as well. We have to unfortunately destroy a few blocks. And let me get these blocks up. So it's going to be you. Okay, so you're still supported, so I won't lose you as I chop this stuff down. Yeah, as much as I was looking at centering things on the floors here, the more important thing actually is support. So I need to have that straight shot across from one pillar to the other pillar, and that's going to help provide support for all the other pillars, or I mean the floors that come down. Now, we got to do 2 things here. Okay. So half of you are going to be this, which connects with there, but the other half is going to be a full block. I still have to have something. Putting these right here connected, they're not actually connected because it's a full block that at no point does it really connect. So to maintain support, we have to do it this way. Because, you know, even with this, it was already turning colors there. But now we've got support. And then This lines up with there. See, that's the whole big thing. I wanted to make sure we were lining things up, and still green here. Okay, we're good on that. Same thing here. Okay, that'll support all of these things. I do want to then also do this here. So by the choice in where I put all my pillars, as much as possible was symmetry, but more important was stability. So I can now go through. I can upgrade all those because I have a bunch of cobble that we made, and I have a bunch of wood still. So we can just go up there, solidify those, and then we can, and probably what I'll do tonight, and we can upgrade the floorboards to full blocks. Then I just need to put like a 3-high fence that will keep any uninvited guests from getting involved. And again, when we put plates on the sides here, we did in other places before, we basically just made this a pillar. So everything is just a little bit stronger. And we always had the intention that it was going to be 4 ways around because it's all supporting stuff. So same thing here. And then we're going to repeat on this side what we did. Although I would like... Let's finish getting our pillars in. I think that part is important. Oh, no. Shoot. Storm incoming. That kind of sucks. Not gonna lie. Trying to think. Okay, well, something we can do on the inside, I guess. It was a little earlier than I'd planned on doing it, but it kind of does give us something to do. So we do have an entryway in here. And again, kind of referring to what things are going to look like on the inside. God, I have so many. I really need to go do a sale run. Wait, I thought I had wood. Oh, I didn't. That would have sucked when I was out there trying to upgrade. Okay, so we have this here. I do need doors. I think I want to put doors here. Because I am going to make... I think we're going to make these smaller rooms. Since I can't go out, we're into the interior now. Trying to find ways, again, to make this look like home, to make this actually kind of cool. So this is going to be a doorway that goes into here. And technically what I could do, is there something like that that is a full block? Or not a full block, but goes into squared. I know there's something like that. There has to be something. There we go. We'll go with the rounds. Yes. Oh, but you're the outs... Hold on. Yes, that is what I want. That would replace you. Can take these out without adding additional... Oh, you're not closed. That's why. Okay. Yeah, I think I can take you out without causing any structural because of all the extra stuff in here. So what I want to do, since we have a solid block here, is to use that solid block. So we still have that circular like the rest of these, but it doesn't impact, or there's nothing to kind of accidentally walk in on. I do still like these. I like how that looks on here, and I like how it contrasts there. Only thing I wish there was, similar to this, there was one that fully blocked out to there. So we're looking for corner. That's the one we put there. There we go. So let's try this. I like the way things look on the bottom. I'm just trying to kind of update in here so things flow better, as this is our doorway. So I still have that turn here, but now I've got a straight flat area there. So on the inside, I've got these curving in, which I like. Going to the outside, a lot of times what I would do is I would lower the ceiling on these kind of hallways, which I still can. Okay, there we go. Same height. If I want to go in here, I can have something in there, so I still have room for a few more things that I can do. So I can go into here. That's where this is. For now, I can put my bed or something in here. I keep forgetting. I keep destroying everything. I don't have a bed right now. Okay, so now everything is upgraded. I could have sworn I brought the paint with me when I came up here. I'd be kind of bummed if I didn't, because I was just about to go ahead and do that. Yeah, it looks like I did not. Okay, paint. Track. I think I actually have quite a bit of water. And chrysanthemum. Okay, and we have plenty of wood. Only takes 19. So 5 will make 2,500. Okay. I'm going to do 2 of those. That's a couple minutes. Yep. Did that again. Okay, question is, do I have a paintbrush? I don't. What do I need for a paintbrush? Wood, and I need just a couple leather. Oh, gotta open the right. Whew. I'm like, I have no leather? Okay, we'll make a couple of you. Have our paintbrushes. Should have some paint. Okay. First off, I need my walls. And I think I just want to go with regular wood oak walls. Okay, and in case you weren't aware, so obviously paint all sides gets all the things, but if you do a paint surface, it'll do whatever you have selected on that surface to cover the entire wall. So in this case, I got everything including behind the tools, which is really cool. But it only does it on the same construction surface. So you see how I had to do it again on both the cobblestone and wherever I made it concrete. But this makes the entire thing a nice wood. I need to upgrade these before we start painting anything. The question is, do I want to do a different color on this interior part? The other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to switch this now to paintbrush for the interior part. So usually what I like to do is wherever a door opens, like if the door's over here, but I think I'm going to make the door there. So I might have to change to whatever that color is. But for now, I'm just going to do it like this. Yeah, so yeah, for this area, this is seen on here, so that's why I've got this section painted to match. And then on the other side, this doorway is going to be painted that color. Okay, what if... It's one of those colors I really like. This black marble... Well, maybe that is what I'm looking at. So if I go back to paint surface... No, that's not what I'm looking for. Gray marble? There used to be another black. There, I think that's what I'm looking for. Yes, that's what I want. So our surface here. This whole interior area here. Oh, dang nabbit. Okay. I need to go to this. Copy that. And at least on this first section here. So that now I can do that without affecting what's in here. Forgot about that. Okay, what do I want the ladder to be? I don't think I want the ladder... Maybe we go straight black. So we do take that. Okay, yep, I have to do each ladder individually. But I do like that black contrast. So what I've come to realize over the years is painting changes everything. Painting makes the entire build that you have transform. And so that's one of the reasons why I love to do the interior part of my bases. I love to really kind of make them shine, jump, stand out, whatever you want to call it. Even though I wasn't able to do that up until now, I am at least going to do it here. Okay, so now I've got my walls here. This, I probably need to dig that there and that there. Okay. And then I do need to copy you, because I need to grab you. And is everywhere around here covered? Okay, good. Now, floor. Got to figure out what we want to do with the floor. So these are kind of like floors slash ceilings, but they can kind of really look pretty good. So if I were to say, and I am on surface, yep. So if I did this, just to kind of get an idea of what it would look like. Not sure I like that contrast with, because what I also always do, I'm a very big fan of this on my pathways around. Okay, I need to copy you. Need to go to brush, because the doorway matches the wall. You guys match this. Actually, I guess for here I could have just done the all sides. Okay, back to all surfaces. Wait, oh shoot. I might have actually got some in the other, but we haven't actually gone through there yet, so that might not be that big of a deal. Same thing. All right, cool. So walls, supports going around. So what we have needs to kind of match into here. Get rid of all the sides again. Brick and stuff works good for exterior spaces. I'm not a huge fan of it on interior. These look great. There's that gray marble. And a lot of times I use this for a floor, but as we've done there. So what would happen, though, if I did? Oh, no, this is different. Okay. As far as it matches with the up top, it doesn't clash. Okay. And then we just need a ceiling. And then I need to make 2 doors. And I really, okay, we do have iron doors. Do we have other wooden doors? See, that's the thing. Iron doors, but they all look iron. I love mods when they give you the ability to use some of the other kind of doors that look cooler. I think that's just going to be colors. Yeah, I really wish we had access in this mod to the other. There's some really cool door mods. So I am going to put these flush up here. Again, this kind of makes our room, ties it all in. Everything has doors like that. And now we just need to come up with the ceiling, which, because we're going with a lot of this gray, black, and everything, there is a darker drop. There we go. I like this one a lot. And we'll put it back on here. You are what we want. And there we go. So how much different does this crafting room already now just look because of this? And I have the ability to put lights in, which we will. Lights. What options do we have? My guess is probably the same options we always have. I don't think he gave us... Again, I really wish we had more of the options to do the kind of lights you see in the mods. But the best option we have is going to be the fluorescent lights as far as the way the looks go. So I need forged iron and electrical parts. Okay, and if we go to light, yeah, I've got this industrial light, which works good on exteriors pointing out, so I am going to make some of those as well. And the fluorescent lights. So let's make like at least 12 of these. Let's make about 12 of these. And about 10 of those. Okay, so those are cooking. Over here. So right now you can kind of see how this bled into here. So it's the same thing. We got to get the paintbrush, decide what we're going to do for a floor in here. And in this one, I kind of like... Do we have the old concrete? Concrete wall. There we go. Reinforced concrete. So that's what I want in here. Now I can do this. Got my floor. So I got a... I like how this looks. There's going to have to be some painting we're going to have to do on the exterior as well. Because like I said, right now, all we're really doing is our interior spaces. Oh, man. So this one's got a few different corners and grooves that we got to get into. It's fine. Like I said, this is definitely something we can do when we're locked from outside. Although, looking at the time... It is 2 a.m. So, I think we'll go ahead and call this one here. Again, like I said, this was a very build-oriented episode. Made a lot of progress on the interior of our base right now. I'm going to continue working on this. Actually, no, I'm going to go out and I'm going to complete the work we were doing on the platform for the farms. So I'm going to go complete that, finish that, so we'll have that ready when we come into the next day. And at some point, we'll come back and we'll do more of this stuff. But, I should give this some kind of... Actually, let's go back to here. We'll just finish this one up. I got to give it a ceiling, and I think we might just go with... Not concrete. Yes, plaster. And we'll go back to the surface. And that fits really well in this room. So this room looks very fortified, very strong, very ready to take on the horde. Then we come into here. We've got our nice crafting area, which now has lamps that we can basically... 3, 1, 2, 3... And then I think we'll just come back over to there. It's pretty symmetrical. And then we can run the power from the other room into here. Maybe to a switch above the door. Then we can turn the lights on and off. Because the worst thing is when it's too bright. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you did, please go ahead and leave a like. If you have not already subscribed, I'd appreciate if you consider that as well. But with that being said, thanks for watching. And I will see you next time.